Good morning children, welcome back to English class. So this is session 2 of C reading from second unit, that is reaching the unreached. So in the last class we discussed that children, so this lesson is about child labor and of course about the organizations who are saving this child labor. We have seen two cases, right? One is Romesh, who is 14 years old. He belongs to Bihar. Actually, he lost his father when he was very small. So as he was not able to take care of his family, he left his widowed mother and sisters in the Bihar itself, and he came to Hyderabad with lots of hope in search of finding new future. But it was very difficult for him to find any job. It was not at all an easy thing. So he joined one group of rag pickers. In that every day from morning to evening he has to work a lot, even though he used to get just only 10 rupees per day. But luckily that was observed by one rescuer and he called the child line number 1098. So members from child line came and they saved Romesh. That's how Romesh became one of the beneficiaries of Andhra Pradesh state-based project, who was helping for the elimination of child labor. That was about Romesh. Second one is about one girl. She is Shanti of 9 years old. As her parents are very poor, they agreed to send their daughter to work in one middle class family as a maid. So the total day Shanti has to work different kinds of things like cooking, cleaning, mopping, all washing clothes and everything. Not only that, one more very miserable thing which was happened with her, that the total day she has to spend alone in a tiny room. Owners used to lock the door and they used to go to their works. In here also, fortunately, that was observed by the neighbors and even they called child labor enforcement team. So that's how she also was sent to girls transit home. So that's what we discussed, right? And there is one more organization called CRY. That means Child Rights and You. CRY, CRY. CRY means Child Rights and You. So here, this organization, what it believes that children are the citizens of like our country, tomorrow's citizens, right? See children, you are tomorrow's citizens. You are the future of our country. You should be good. Then only our country will be good. So that's what they believe. Not only that, even they doesn't believe in charity. So they don't want to help, help in the sense they don't want to give just some money, clothes, not like that. They want to totally solve the problems of the children. So this CRY, so how they used to help the children? So they were having tie-ups with some other organizations actually who actually take care of the children. So this CRY directly they doesn't run any orphanages or any homes like that. See here children, that was given in the paragraph, open page number 27 in your textbooks. So here CRY, nor do they run schools or orphanages. So this CRY, they don't run any orphanages or schools. But they have they partner some basic level organizations working for children, their parents and communities. So these CRY, are having tie-up with other organizations who actually takes care of children as well as the parents. That means who even here parents means in the sense we discussed about old age homes, right? Old age homes means why there will be old age homes. So for the aged people whose children are not taking care, or some members maybe they don't have children at all, or there will be nobody to take care of them. So such parents will live in old age homes. So this CRY, they provide help to the people through other organizations. Understood children? So that was one thing. So like that the members from CRY, they used to take the donations, funds, they used to collect money from all over, from the people, especially Indians, even not only in our country who are residing in other countries also. From those people, they used to collect money and they used to spare that money for the welfare of these children. Okay, so coming to the next paragraph, we'll see that today. CRY has freed more than 1 lakh children from hunger, exploitation and illiteracy in more than 13,000 villages and slums. So very important thing done by CRY. What is that, children? They has freed more than 1 lakh children from hunger. So the children who are suffering from hunger, who are not having food to eat, who are not getting sufficient food. So such people, such children are saved by this organization. More than 1 lakh children are saved. So more than 1 lakh means it's really very good thing, right, children? Next, so what happened? Even so they have saved these many people from nearly 13,000 villages and slum areas. Slum areas means, you know that, right, children? So where very poor people, okay, like under BPL. PPL means, you know that, right, below poverty line. So those people, I think you might have heard this term in your social studies. You might have come across so many times this term. Okay, so the people who are who lives in slum areas, generally they don't have any basic facilities like running water, drainage system, proper sanitation system, like that. So obviously they don't send their children to schools, or they can't provide good life for them. So such children are saved by this organization. Understood, children? So CRY, this organization, they saved more than 1 lakh people from 13,000 villages and slum areas. Clear? Next one. The organization has successfully prevented child labor in 648 villages across the nation and liberated 1152 villages from child marriages. So not only that, so this organization, it was successfully prevented. Prevented means controlled child labor in 648 villages. That means they were successful in completely eliminating child labor in 648 villages across the nation. Across the nation means all over India. Of course, they liberated 1152 villages. Liberated, liberty. Liberty means freedom. Okay, they liberated 1152 villages from child marriages. So this is one more thing, right, children? Child marriage also comes under one of the social issues. That means the children who are going to get married at very young age. So that is also as per our constitution, it's an offense. Okay, even child marriages are also abolished nowadays, right? Okay, so this one is about CRY. So it also has 21,676 out of school children in its account who have now joined schools. These children are into their childhood with all due opportunities of life. So through this organization, how many people do you know, children? 21,676 children are able to go to schools. Because of this organization, all over our country, 21,676 children are able to go to school and they are able to study like you. Of course, they are able to enjoy their childhood like you people. That is just because of this organization. Is it clear, children? Yes. Let's move to the next one. So here is one more organization, that is SOS. SOS is also called as SOS. Here SOS means Save Our Soul. Save Our Soul. Okay, SOS Children's Villages in an independent, non-governmental, social development organization that provides family-based care for children in India. It advocates the concerns, rights and needs of children. more than 6,000 children and young people live in 33 SOS children's villages and 27 SOS youth facilities in India. So this is one more organization. As I told you, it is an independent, non-governmental. So NGO. NGO means, you already know that, right? NGO means non-governmental organization. That's why it is independent. Of course, it cares for social development and it provides to the children like a family-based care. So here, this is one organization used to save the children who are being deprived of all their rights. So they used to provide family-based care for them. That's what very important, right, children? So everybody, we need, for example, we need all the relationships. Can we live alone? For example, I have a lot of money. So is it sufficient to have money? Obviously, it's not at all sufficient. So if I have money, what can I do with that? I can't do anything. I should have somebody in my life who really take care of me, right? So that's what important. Being rich, it's not at all important, children, but there should be always some people who will be there in your difficult times. With money, we can't buy all. We can't do anything. So people used to believe if we have money, we can do anything. But it's not correct, children. For example, you're going somewhere, like in boat or in aeroplane, or you're going somewhere. So you stuck somewhere in the middle of your journey. You stuck somewhere. You have lots of money. With that money, can you buy anything? So nearby you, in your surroundings, there was nothing to eat or nothing to buy. But in your briefcase or in your account, you have a lot of money. With that money, can you buy anything? Or can you eat your money? So that money, is it really going to like free you from your hunger? No. But if you don't eat for 2 days, 3 days or 4 days, what will happen? You may die. So that will happen. So money is not only, yes, money is required. But we don't think money is the only thing which we require. Okay, so like that, these people also, they always wanted to provide family-based care for the children. So like this, more than 6,000 children and young people live in 33 SOS children's villages and 27 SOS youth facilities in India. So at SOS children's villages, the organizers believe that every child should grow up in a strong family environment. So their work helps family to create a loving, caring home. So what they believe, every child, they should be grown up in, like they have to provide the environment like family. Okay, so what will happen? The families will be able to create loving, caring home. Okay, so at SOS children's villages, the organizers believe that every child should grow up in a strong family environment. So here, children, you know that, right? Already orphanages means we know that, right? So where orphans will live. It's like one place, one large building where all the people lives. So that's not sufficient according to this organization. They want to provide family-based care. So that's why what these people will do, like they try to create some villages. So their own villages. So in that villages, they try to totally provide the village environment, village atmosphere. So in that village itself, they divide the people into families. So they, first of all, they collect all the people. Okay, orphans, child labor, who doesn't have parents or whose children are not being taken care by their parents. Such children will be saved by them. So all those children will be divided into some families. So for those children, like one house will be provided in that to take care of them, like one mother, father will be there. So like that, they try to have some bonds, relationships. So village atmosphere, family environment. In that way, they try to teach the children about loving and caring for others. So they wanted to make them as a good human beings. So they wanted to give all the rights which actually they deserve. So that's the motto of this organization. Is it clear, children? So like that they use it to provide. So the needs of family can be varied. SOS Children's Village experts work with family to help them develop a wide ranges of skills, from household budget planning, how to get a job and earn a living, to bonding with a child or young person and learning to create a stable family life at home. Okay, so like that, as I told you, they will divide into families, like that they will be taken care of. So even they use it to teach the qualities like how to behave with others, how to grow up individually, how to earn money, how to fulfill the basic needs of the family. Like that, all these things also will be they will be taught to them. Okay, next, turn the page number 28. Sometimes, however, it's not possible for a child to stay in the family. In these cases, the organizations works to find tailor-made solutions that respond to each situation, keeping the best interest of each child or young person in mind. SOS Children's Villages is the only organization of global impact that provides direct care to children who can no longer stay with their families. See here, even they wanted to give the training for them in different arts also. Okay, some cases maybe the children, they are not able to live with the families. Here families means the families created by SOS children. Here families means it's not like the own families of the child labor. So it's about the families and the villages and the environment created by SOS. So sometimes because of various reasons, maybe children, the child, maybe they are not able to live with their families. Then this organization will come up with some tailor-made solution. That means some temporary solution. But they don't want to leave them like that. They will definitely try to provide solution for each and every child. So this is the only one organization like it's providing these many things or this type of environment for the children in our country. Okay. Yes. Next one, last paragraph. Finally, through advocacy, SOS Children's Villages aim to improve the overall framework conditions for children whose parents cannot take care of them or who are at the risk of losing the care of their families. Successful advocacy based on their experience as a practitioner brings about changes in policies and practices that weaken children's rights, lead to sustainable changes to improve the situation for children, families and everywhere. So here, through advocacy, advocacy means advocating. That means trying to educating, trying to bring awareness among the people. See, as I told you, in some cases, maybe parents are not able to take care of their children. So as we have seen the case of Shanti. In that cases, this SOS organization, they will try to advocate the parents, like try to bring awareness among them. So how important for a child to be grown up in a healthy environment. So they use it to provide some facilities for the family members itself, like providing some jobs or like that. So they use it to take the counselings, we can say. They use it to counsel the parents. So like that they try to provide, they try to get back the rights of these children. Understood, children? So like that, so what even they sometimes wanted to make the changes in the policies and practices that weaken children's rights. So you know the children's right? So what I said, right to education, right to play, right to get good environment. Okay, all these are the rights. So this SOS will make sure of that all the children will get these rights. So sustainable changes will be made. Like sustainable means, so we can, so not only at present, even in the future also, all these rights will be provided to the children. So that's main thing. Not only now, that all the children, they must get all these rights, not only now, even in the future also. For that, this organization continuously trying. So this SOS organization totally trying to eliminate the child labor. Not only that, even they are trying to provide the family-based care, family type of environment for each and every child. They are concentrating on the overall growth of the children. Overall growth. So as a person, see children, one more thing I would like to say here in our school. So we always try to say that, right? Education is not only the thing you have to learn in the school. Along with the education, we always try to give more knowledge on different things, right? So that's why we used to encourage in the arts like dancing, singing, everything. Oh, right. So overall skills, we are trying to develop the overall skills. So here also SOS was mainly concentrating on the development of overall skills of the children. So like that SOS was working. So that is about the lesson reaching the unreached. Okay. So now take today's homework, children. Open your workbooks. Page number 66. Grammar part. Just fill in the blanks. And next punctuation marks. Page number 67. There is only one question. What is that? Observe the given picture. In the picture, men and women are cleaning their surroundings in order to avoid the diseases. So it's overall, right? You have to write essay on the importance of cleanliness. So write about that one. These two are going to be today's homework. In the next class, we'll start 3rd unit. Okay. Thank you.